This video is going to help you manifest your desires so much faster and easier because we are going to talk about your nervous system. How do you actually get your nervous system to align and receive the things that you're calling in, whether it's the hormones and the weight loss, the husband and the dream marriage, overflowing bank accounts and dream business, or showing up on social media confidently, or attracting your dream life, moving. I've been through so much. The one thing that has been the biggest game changer in my life, and the thing that helps my girls so much, is the nervous system reprogramming. So I'm going to kind of break it down for you girls, give you some signs that you might possibly have a dysregulated nervous system. And this is important because for a lot of us women, we work really hard, love God, we have a good heart, we want to take care of everybody. A lot of times we're the martyr moms, tend to attract men that end up needing to be taken care of. You're beautiful, you're amazing, you're such an amazing girl. You feel like you're spinning your wheels. In those situations, a lot of times it's because your nervous system hasn't caught up with the desire that you are calling in. And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
It's all the same thing. And just so you guys know, the whole word manifest, I know that is super triggering for some people. It's not woo-woo. Manifestation is just a byproduct of your dominant thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's science-based, it's spiritual-based. The word manifest literally means evidence. And we are all manifesting things into reality, whether you are consciously awake or if you are unconscious and not sober. And I'm not talking about drinking sober, I'm talking about spiritually, you're not sober and you're not aware of the things that you are producing in your life. You could be praying, you could be doing your affirmations, your vision boards, you could be doing all these things, investing into coaching. Like, this is all the stuff I did, right? And those things are great, they're so helpful. But if you feel like you're still hitting a roadblock, feeling stuck, then it could be because your nervous system is dysregulated. You might have hit like a money cap or a business cap or a weight loss cap or something, and you just want to go to that next level. This is how you know you've hit a cap, okay? So think about the thing that you're calling in right now. It could be a certain amount of money every month. It could be the husband. It could be the dream body. It could be moving, the new car. It could be whatever it is, right? It's all the same thing. Ask yourself, when you think about that thing, what patterns show up for you? What feelings come up in your body? Do you feel shame? Do you feel judgment? Do you feel comparison? Do you feel like you're not good enough? Do you feel like perfectionism, like you're overanalyzing, overthinking, you're always constantly trying to get it right? You don't want to put yourself out there. Procrastination, avoidance. Patterns and cycles of you start, you're super motivated, you're all excited, maybe it's to date, maybe it's to work out, maybe it's to post on social media, and then you stop, and then you start, and then you stop, and then you start, and then you stop. I've done all these things, by the way. Another thing that I'll see girls do, and I've gone through this as well, is you start to hide. This is where I see women hide the most. Okay, 2 different ways. This might be a little triggering for you, but I love you so much, okay? One way I see women hide is through weight, where you're holding on to weight. And a lot of times these women have been abused, or they've just gone through a lot of trauma and stress, and they, even though they want to get married, they're still hiding. They don't really want to be seen. Attention makes them feel uncomfortable. So ask yourself if that's you. Do you actually want attention on you? Offline or even online. Now, online, I know this is a huge thing for so many women because there's a fear of judgment. There's a fear of people that being super critical in the comments, which they are. Like, I'm not even going to joke. I'm on here all the time, and there's people that say some really mean things online, but you can't let that stop you. All you have to do is block and delete these people. People that hurt people are wounded. Like, they literally are wounded. Only hurt people hurt people. Only people that are triggered are unhealed. Okay, so you really don't have to worry about those things. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the social media stuff right now. What I want to help you with is to give you some signs that your nervous system might be dysregulated. And this is why maybe you're struggling with the weight loss, or you're struggling with the relationships, or you're struggling with the bank accounts. Okay, so you might have heard this before, maybe you haven't. So I'm going to go I'm going to assume that you haven't heard it before. But our nervous system's job, one and only job, is to keep you safe. It's to keep you safe. It's subconscious. It doesn't care if you're rich. It doesn't care if you're hot and confident and in your dream body. It doesn't care if you're in the dream marriage. It does not care if you're living your best life. It wants you to live long enough to reproduce. That's all it cares about. So it's going to program and store things into your body, into your nervous system that are scary, that are unsafe. For the first few years of your life, your nervous system got programmed, and it continues to get programmed all throughout your life. So if you, for example, have had a pattern or experiences where the masculine energy, men, were not reliable. Maybe daddy was there and then he wasn't there, or maybe he wasn't fully there, or maybe he was abusive, or past relationships, past men, past husbands, stuff like that, they were not safe. What got programmed into your nervous system is masculine energy is not safe. It's controlling, it's mean, it's abusive, it doesn't show up, it doesn't provide for you. That's what got programmed in your nervous system. And then what naturally happens for women is, so you will lean into your masculine energy to provide and to protect yourself. Okay, and this gets hardwired into your nervous system. Same thing with money. If you grew up like so many people, like myself included, where money was a struggle, right? You saw your parents struggle with money, that got programmed into your nervous system. That money, there's never enough money. There's money comes and then it goes. It doesn't stay. It's not reliable. It's not like there's more than enough of it. It's like barely enough of it. That's what got programmed into your nervous system. Same thing with weight, right? If you're struggling with your weight, you yo-yo with your weight, it could be that it was programmed into your nervous system that weight loss is hard, food is hard, money is hard, dating is hard, relationships are hard, business is hard. All these things are hard. And so guess what happens? Guess what patterns keep showing up in your life to confirm that is true? It's called confirmation biases, okay? It's actual neuroscience. When your nervous system is hardwired to that, that's all you're going to see in your reality. Your reality is literally like a natural life algorithm for you. And that's all you're going to see show up. Just like when you're on social media and you are all of a sudden into learning how to cook homemade pasta, for example, okay? All of a sudden you're going to get all these pasta videos. If you're into working out, then all of a sudden you get all these workout videos. That's how your life is. If your nervous system has been programmed to, there's not enough men, or men aren't good, or men don't provide, that's all you're going to see in your reality. Now, the flip side of it is, if your nervous system has been programmed, rewired, which is something I specialize in, to have more than enough cash in the bank account, more than enough clients, getting paid 24 hours, 7 days a week on autopilot, which has been happening for me for the last 10 years, despite all the craziness I've been through. There's more than enough men that want to date and marry you. I'm aging in reverse. My body, I feel and I look better than I did in my 20s. Guess what shows up in my reality? All of this, right? The flip side can be true for you. This is how your nervous system has been programmed. This is all of us, right? Now, how you have a dysregulated nervous system is your nervous system responds in 4 different ways without you even realizing it. And you might have heard this before, like the fight or flight response, and then there's the fawn and freeze response. So some signs of those: a fight or flight response. A fight response would be, you feel like you have to hustle harder, you got to work harder, you got to fight to get yours. Like girls are like, oh, I got to fight to get mine. I got to fight. I got to battle. Everything is a battle. Even people are always battling the devil. Everyone's battling something all the time. I know that's triggering. I'm sorry, but I love you. But I care about your nervous system, babe. I care about your nervous system. And I want you to check yourself with so much love and so much curiosity and so much self-compassion about what patterns are playing out for you. What energy are you embodied in? What emotions are you embodied in? Your emotions are energy in motion. Okay, that's how you know what your energetic state is the emotions that you're embodied in. So that's a fight response. The flight response is you're running. You're running away. You're avoiding checking your mail. You're avoiding checking your bank accounts. You're avoiding checking your emails. This was me. This is why I can say this. I couldn't articulate this before. So I had a lot of shame around it because I didn't know why I was the way I was. But I had been through so much trauma in, from the past few years around business, around the loss of my first husband from cancer. I had been through so much trauma in my nervous system. I did not know how to articulate this stuff. And now I do, and this is why I'm helping you ladies. Anyway, so if you find yourself avoiding things, that could be what it is, right? Your nervous system is dysregulated and you're responding with that flight mode. Okay. Another mode is the fawn mode. So that is the fear of being seen. That is, you don't feel confident to show up and be seen. Your nervous system doesn't feel like it has the resources to survive, so it just shuts down. It's complete shutdown. It's that analysis paralysis. It's that perfectionism. It's that overthinking. It's that I don't feel like I'm good enough to be seen. I don't feel like I'm good enough to go online and learn how to date for marriage. I had to go through this too, babe, okay? I'm a single mom. Who's going to want a mom with 4 kids? Not 1, not 2, 4, right? And I'm not in my 20s anymore, right? This is the stuff I had to go through. Another thing I see with the fawn response is holding on to weight, right? That's how we subconsciously self-sabotage, by not wanting to be seen. We hold on to the weight, or keeping yourself so busy, so distracted that you can't show up. You're scared to share what you think. You're scared to share your story. You're scared to share your opinion because people in the comments are going to judge you, or the people that you know, your tribe, the people in your family, your friends, your religious group, they're going to judge you because you're different. You're showing up different. And that was me. Okay, I've been like that my whole life, like the black sheep, where I just don't conform to a lot of things, that I don't subscribe to a lot of beliefs that other people believe. And I'm okay with that now. I wasn't okay with that before. Before, my nervous system was so dysregulated. I was so into people pleasing. I cared so much about what other people thought that it just paralyzed me, even though I deep down had so much to share that I knew was going to help other single moms specifically, or other women that had gotten through trauma and loss, or had hormone issues, or struggled around shame in their business. Like, there was so much I wanted to share, but I was so stuck in searching for acceptance and people pleasing and caring about people judging me that I didn't show up fully for so long. I don't care anymore. But it took a lot of inner healing, trust me. And then the fourth thing is the freeze response. Like the deer in the headlights, total shutdown, total analysis paralysis, total, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to scroll on social media. That is the freeze response. And that typically is, your nervous system is so overwhelmed, so many changes happening all at once, you don't even know what to do, so you just freeze. You just shut down completely. Okay? So next time this stuff is happening, don't judge yourself. Procrastinating, you've lost motivation, you're avoiding, you have the analysis paralysis, you're overthinking. Just pause and I just want you to notice that, okay? And what we have to do is we have to start signaling safety to your nervous system, and we have to do it on repeat. The new stories, the new patterns, the new emotion on repeat. And this is something that I help my girls with so much in the area of weight loss, in the area of dating and marriage, in the area of business as well. If you find that you're always needing to try to find another strategy, or you need to just hustle harder, work harder, or prove yourself even more, babe, that is typically it's your energetics. It's just your nervous system not in alignment, not feeling safe to receive the thing that you are calling in. Another example of this was before my now husband came into the picture, I realized I was doing this. I was avoiding dating, or you're, just casually dating people, but you're not like seriously dating people, because that's you subconsciously being afraid. And I'm not saying this is you, I'm saying this was me and a lot of women that I help, subconsciously self-sabotaging because falling in love again felt scary. Getting married again felt scary to my nervous system because I had been through such a traumatic loss, right? And I didn't realize that's what it was, but I just kept avoiding it. And it was like, at the point now, I'm like, okay, it's 4 years going on 5 years of me being single. I need to stop this pattern because I come from 4 generations of single parenthood. And I was trying to get really, really comfortable being single, really comfortable. And that's when I knew, I was like, okay, this is a pattern. I need to break this pattern. Anyway, I hope that shares some light on your nervous system and how important your nervous system is. It really is 80 to 90% of everything that's showing up in your reality right now. And instead of judging yourself and shaming yourself, which is really the number one thing that will dysregulate your nervous system, I really encourage you to spend some time loving on your nervous system, doing your inner work, doing your inner healing. And like I said, this is something that I really help my women do, and they have the most massive breakthroughs in all three areas of their life: their body, their dating and marriage life, and with their business and finances. Let me know in the comments if that was helpful and if you're enjoying the nervous system videos, and I will do more of them for you. I actually just uploaded a brand new 5-part nervous system reset challenge for my ladies in the Feminine Energy Academy. So if you're in there, you can check that out. And if you're new and you want to do it, come join it, try it out, and it will change your freaking life. So your nervous system can feel safe to receive what it is that you're calling in. And I love you.